Temitope Adiae Folarin Falana has won 2017 and it would be futile to argue this. I'll tell you why. The first time I saw Femi Falana, I was a student of Mayflower School and he had come to speak to us on Sunday at our community gathering program. I was in awe of his brilliance and I was impressed by his activism. Few weeks ago, I saw him at the Wole Soyinka Prize for Investigative Journalism and my first thought was, see Fall's father. Femi Falana is an Og, a San, and one of the most respected lawyers in Nigeria. He is a legend for his son to rise above the shadow of his father's name and status to make a name for himself in his music career is no small feat. To be recognized for his own self, as a successful young man in his own right when he has a father like Femi Falana is nothing short of impressive. Now we do not think of him as Femi Falana's son, we think of Femi Falana as his father. I have followed the growth and progress of his music for some years now and it is obvious that Falls is committed to excellence. He and his producer have refined and harmonized their sound, they have perfected the art of working together in sync such that they are able to produce magic in the studio every time. When Falls announced that he was going to headline his own show in 2017, one could have thought that perhaps he wasn't ripe for such an endeavor. However, I was excited because I had very high hopes of him. Other artists, big and small, also headlined their shows this year and I think it's awesome. For those whose shows flopped, I hope they learn from it, regroup, and do better. Falls announced that his show was going to start at 8 p.m. prompt and that if you do African time and arrive late, you'd meet your Waterloo and you'd have to perform for yourself. Lagos traffic wouldn't let anyone be great so I finally managed to get to the venue by 9:45. Not long after I took my seat, the event opened with Falls descending from the roof in a manner reminiscent of a Deus Ex Machina in a Greek play. Everybody in the hall screamed. He landed on the floor and began to perform his hit song La Fate. Everything about that performance was perfect. The dance moves were energetic, he and the dancers moved in sync and the energy was so palpable that the entire auditorium was charged with it. What's best is that he performed live. None of that DJ give me track one nonsense. The music was created and produced right there on stage. No lip syncing at all. I'm not used to artists opening their own shows so I was pleasantly surprised and I didn't know what to expect anymore. It seemed like Falls came ready, he wasn't there to play at all. Before the audience could even recover from that, Falls performed other hits like Wedun Sir and High Class. His parents were in attendance and you could literally see the pride shine through their faces as they watched their son thrill the audience. His performance of Chardonnay Music is perhaps my favorite performance of the night. Also, that song is one of my favorite joints from Falls. Soothing rap music with instruments as if it were a R&B track.